This is Dr. Aimee with Miss Tina Singh, Esoteric Acupuncturist, spiritual life coach. So thank you all for tuning in. We're super excited to learn about you, Tina.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure to have you interview me. I love it because Aimee and I have been working together for almost 2 years now. Maybe, I don't even know, 3 maybe. So it's really fun. It's really fun to be able to have this opportunity and be interviewed by you. So thank you.
Of course. Well, I've been hearing and I've been seeing a lot of your stuff on Facebook. So I really want to learn about what your new venture is. I know you're an acupuncturist, and we definitely send a lot of our members your way since you specifically focus on family. But I really want to learn about a spiritual life coaching. What is that all about? Can you tell us about that business?
Oh, absolutely. So I became an acupuncturist in 2012, licensed. And what happened was it was an unfolding. So I kind of went into this journey of seeing patients on the table where acupuncture was extremely effective, and it is effective for treating the body and the physiology of the body. But I felt like with every session, there was so much more deeper things that I wanted to address. And so I started really researching and then kind of going myself to a spiritual coach. And so I was like my own guinea pig. And I realized there's so much more to just treating the body. It's much, much deeper than that. So that's how I got into spiritual coaching. I went to a spiritual coach myself for about almost 2 years. And I did a lot of what we call inner work, a lot of inner processing, So you
kind of answered like the next generation calling, and you understood after doing this workshop. Is that correct?
Yes. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question one more time? It kind of cut out.
Oh, I said, so you kind of went already into why did you get into spiritual life coaching?
Yes.
So, and it is because after you have done your workshop, right? You said?
Yeah. I really felt the call from God. I'm a very spiritual woman, and I really felt that I needed to answer the call, so to speak, from spirit. And I speak to a lot of loved ones from heaven. I have a lot of intuitive gifts. So it was like I feel like the next step for my spiritual evolution to do this and help others to be able to be coached through what their spiritual evolution is, whatever that looks like. And how do I explain that? Like, for instance, you're in a really weird situation or a very challenging transition in your life, and you really, really need a guide.
Yeah.
Right. So a spiritual coach comes in to play to help guide you through a lot of your blocks, a lot of your challenges. And it's like they help you process what's going on.
Is that through like asking questions? Is that through like meditation? How do you transition people into acknowledging, understanding that?
Oh, I love that question. All of the above. So it's a lot of dialoguing, and then I have a lot of gifts of clairvoyance. I can see the person's energy field, so that is very helpful. Yeah, I can feel the person's block because I'm an empath, so I literally can feel it in my body where their person is blocked. And and then we do what we do is a guided meditation to kind of release what is blocked. And then we kind of work together. It's like a collaboration, basically. And then we kind of start getting, I want to say, peeling an onion layer by layer together. Yeah.
And this is more one-on-one, right?
Yeah, it is very much one-on-one. So, hi, John.
Hi, John. Thank you. Awesome stuff. Thank you for the shout out.
Yeah. So it's like, it's like multifaceted. There's several different modalities going on at once that I do. So there's dialogue, then there's intuition, there's energy clearing, messages from your guides. What I mean by that is like you can have a deceased grandmother that will come through And then I literally am a facilitator of that message for them. So it's like, it's trippy. It's trippy cool.
It is. I'm like, wait a second, what?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's different. It's different. But
well, I mean, I understand too, like a lot of people who hold like emotional baggage can actually store within the body. And so I understand it in a physicality, but then you're going even deeper. And so that's where like it all just basically meshes together.
Exactly. Because what happens spiritually is before anything physically manifests in the body, because I'm an energy healer, what I've been told and what I've seen is that it first manifests in the emotional body. Does that make sense? So it's like you have a thought or a feeling and it keeps coming up. Yeah, John, I do see auras, but I see them with my eyes closed. I'm not one that sees them like I'm looking at you. Like my friend can do that. She literally can see the colors with her open eyes, but I can see them with my eyes closed. So I'll tune in and I will get an information coming through about the person. And you know, because so kind of that's a little bit about like how it works.
Right.
And then what I see is like, okay, so you're having, for instance, like let's say Aimee and I do a session. We're basically talking about Aimee's having a block around whatever, let's say abundance, for instance. And I say, okay, well, tell me a little bit about that. Well, there was actually an original event that created that belief system for you. Does that make sense? So then that's literally somewhere in your emotional body. It's like,
John, these are great questions.
Yeah. I do. Yeah. Reiki energy healing for sure, John. That's my very first step in opening up all the healing doors. I became Reiki 1 and 2 certified. I mean, close to, I want to say 15 years ago.
Wow.
So Reiki is a wonderful, great gateway to get into energy healing.
But separate from this.
Separate from this.
Life coach.
Yeah, I don't do Reiki. You can do Reiki. I mean, you can send distance Reiki, but it's not part of my program. It's a fantastic modality, however.
Okay.
Yeah, and John, you can learn it anywhere. My husband's a Reiki master. If you're interested, I can always shoot you on the feed after. I can shoot you his information. He teaches them once a month in Orange County.
Yeah, Dr. John Dewey, he works a lot with concussion patients, and so he talks a lot about people who and how to help them through dealing with concussion. So vitamins and things like that. He has a whole full-on workshop. So that'd be cool if you guys can connect and see if there's something there.
Yeah, definitely.
Like untap on like a live coaching session. But we're gonna to the end. Let's not give it away yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and hide that. So all of this sounds fantastic, and so what do you love most about your spiritual life coaching?
I love that question. It makes me excited to even answer it. So so it's because what I love about it is that it's so unique. It's like there's nothing like my program out there because it is so tailored to my gifts to be able to share with the client. And I get to help them step into their spiritual activation. And what do I mean by that?
Activation.
Yeah. So like, what does that mean? That means I'm helping them get clear on their life soul purpose. So that means like, what are you actually destined to do in this lifetime as a soul? I actually get to help.
All the time.
Yeah, right? It's like, how often do you ask yourself that question?
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh, what's
doing the right thing? Is this the direction I'm supposed to go?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I get to do. I get to like tap in and help the person find themselves. They're at a fork in the road and they have 2 directions to go. And I, and I get to help them evolve. That's what I love about it so much.
So do you directly tell them, or do they kind of figure, like your clients, do they kind of figure it out as like you guide them?
Yes.
Or you like, no, you're supposed to do A, not B?
No, the latter. They decide themselves and we discover it together.
Okay. Okay.
That's the difference.
So you're
Because,
just more like the confirmation, like, yep, you were right.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
exactly. Because realistically, in my opinion, a good life coach is not somebody that does the work for you. It's somebody that
Right.
empowers you to do the work for yourself,
Right.
right? And then
Yeah.
you learn how to do that after you're done with the coaching program. That's the whole point.
Right. Sorry, I totally disconnected
I
my
know, I was like,
camera.
what happened to her? All right, we're
Not
back.
cool. We're back. My bad.
That's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you for sharing that. I want to know this question.
Yeah.
Tell us about a very satisfied client, because this is very unique in itself, having
Yeah.
a spiritual life coach. And so I want to hear what other people have said in their experiences.
Totally. Totally. Oh, excuse me. I'm turning that off. Excuse me. So I love this story I'm about to tell you guys. So I had a client and I did one session, Aimee, one
Yeah.
session on her.
Okay.
And it was a trip. So she's a singer and she was really torn whether she needed to follow this path that she's so passionate about, which is singing. Okay. Because she has a 9 to 5 job as a banker, right?
Right.
So she comes to me and we did a full-on session. It wasn't just a discovery session, like it was a full-on coaching session when energy work, all of it included. And so and what showed up in the session was amazing. It was like her grandmother came through, all these people came through and were like, you are meant to do this. And your voice is supposed to heal people. Like through your vibration of your voice, that is healing for people. And something about that message that came through her, she started sobbing, releasing, and she was like, oh my God, that's it. Like, I never knew that was what my gift was. And it was like, it changed the whole, I feel like it changed the whole scenario of her life path. She's recently gone back into singing. She sings for her church and she now does it like as a part-time gig. And she said like that one session completely helped shift her entire, like, I don't know, like career path. And like now she's more joyful than she's ever been. So these things do happen.
For sure. And I keep hearing
ready.
more and more about this. This Miss Gina here gave us a big heart. And Miss Gina also has talked about energy work and how to tap into realizing what your life purpose, and if there are any blocks, how to be able to release them. So I feel like, once in a while you hear one, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Next time you hear it, you're like, okay, I've heard this before. And then 3 is like, all right, now I really got to figure out what is this all about. So I'm really grateful that you're digging even further as to what this new, I don't even know if I should say new, but
it's just a modality. It's like my hybrid modality, however you want to call it. Everybody's unique to their energy work. Everybody's unique to their healing work. And everyone's like, that's the beauty of a healer. No one healer is the same.
Yeah.
Very,
very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Well, is there any last minute tips and dips before we go into your offer for the audience? Any advice to, let's say, do you particularly, let me ask you this question first. Do you particularly work on specific demographic or really everyone across the border who is trying to, move forward and they just feel kind of stuck?
I love that question. For right now, my spiritual mentorship program, which is called Sacred Spirit Rising, it is tailored for
Spirit Rising.
Yeah, so that's the name of my program. It is only specialized right now for women, mothers, and healers and practitioners. So I'm not focusing. Sorry, guys, I love you all, but right now I'm focusing on the females. Right now,
the women,
mothers, and the healers and the practitioners that are females.
Healers. I'm just going to show that so that everyone can see that. Sorry, males, for right now.
I will do the males, and that's going to come, I feel like, in a year when my husband and I do it together. It's going to be really cool because Mukunda, my husband, who's also a healer and an acupuncturist, he wants to reach out to the men, very much so.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, and I already, your business is in the acupuncture, in your acupuncture office, you guys work together, right? So
yes,
you can see how now moving forward with this new avenue, how profound it's going to be, really.
Yeah. Gina saying, that's me, check.
Thank you, Miss Gina, for checking in.
I love it. Very cool. Yeah, we love light workers like Gina. I mean, that's our tribe. And essentially, like, even you, Aimee, you're a chiropractor, but you are a total healer, so like everybody, it's like I feel like, and I'm just gonna because you said, is there any last minute tip or advice that you want to share? And I want to tell everybody, I want to empower everybody, like, it doesn't matter who you are, everybody has gifts. No one's more special than the other person. And if you are a healer, if you feel like you're destined to be a healer, it's about finding your gifts and then sharing them with the world. Right. Right? It's not like you can do it as a chiropractor, you can do it as an acupuncturist, you can do it as a doula. Yeah, like it's not there's no limit. Right. So, like, it's all about, to be very honest with you, the reason why it took me so long to get to this point is because I was hiding my gifts for about 36 years because I was afraid to come out of the spiritual closet. Right?
Okay.
Right? Because
when you had something that was like energetic, you just didn't know how to bring it in together, maybe.
Yeah, and I was scared out of my mind about judgment. You tell somebody that you connect to deceased loved ones, or you tell somebody that you do all these very different things. Some people don't understand. Right. And now I'm like, no, it's cool. This is what I do. And I do it because I want to help people and help them heal. Yeah. So like, that's what I want to empower whoever's watching now or after the feed. If you're stuck and you're like, wow, I have something to share with the world, like, just get that ball rolling into action. You're important and you're needed.
We have to hear it then. Do you have an offer for the audience then? Is that where we're going next?
Yes, I do. I have a really awesome offer. So I was going to say, for like the first 10 individuals who either watch the feed during or after, if they comment yes, session, so the words yes and the word session, I will gift you like the words
10 yeses.
Yep. First 10 yeses. I will gift each person a 60-minute free discovery spiritual coaching session with me.
Let me try to write that.
Sure.
Free.
I love it.
Okay, that kind of did not come out right.
No, it's fine. I can see it.
I will make sure that I put it in the comments so that everybody can get access to that. So those are already the first 10 yeses.
Right.
That comment on this video. Oh, we got our first one.
Gina. And then I'll be reaching out to you guys like through the person's messenger. So I may have to friend somebody, whatever. You know what I mean? So if you guys who want the sessions are not friends with me, go on my page, Tina Ghahramani-Singh. I think, Aimee, they can access it through us doing this live, right? And then friend me through you, and then I can message them, or I guess I can still message people directly. I don't know.
I believe you can. Right now, the people who are here, this is their opportunity because they are alive, so they're going to get first dibs. But then at the end, I will have, so like right now, I can actually show your link. Is that the group link that you wanted, right?
Yeah. It's the one to my Tina Ghahramani spiritual page. That one's just fine too. You can message, Yep. You can message me there as well. And then, yep, I will reach out. Whoever comments, I will reach out and, you know, try to get a hold of you guys and then schedule it, or they can get a hold of me as well.
Sorry,
You're fine.
Something happened. So I got distracted there. So
You're fine.
everyone, healers, women, mothers who are stuck, the first 10 people who message Miss Tina privately, and again, the details are going to be in the comments, so stay close by to your computers. I'm going to post it right away, and make sure to private message Miss Tina. Well, thank you so much for sharing all this information with us today. I'm super excited. And I can't wait to hear how these 10 sessions went with you, or how these sessions came about.
Oh, totally. I'm so excited, and I'm so grateful for you being able to set this all up. I know it was it's a lot of back work and getting all this set up, but I love it. I love what you're doing, Aimee. And you've always been very supportive with the healers. And
Absolutely.
so I love working with people like you. It's really, it's honestly a breath of fresh air. And it's like, it's the birth community, but it's so much more than that. It's women helping women.
Right.
So I really appreciate that and that quality in you.
Oh, thank you. All right, ladies, we love you all out there in the universe. We're sending you good vibes.
All right.
Please contact Miss Tina. It's an awesome experience. I'm by far, I already know it. Please message her right away. Remember, the first 10, so you got to do it. All right, see you all. Good night.
Okay, good night. Thank you so much for having me. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.
Bye.